Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you for tuning in to my Scrapbook Sunday 101. I know that I have not been on Sundays for a while. It's just been kind of busy, so that is one of the reasons why you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, so you know when I hop on to do a live or I upload a new video. So a couple of things first. I want to remind everybody that I am having my summer retreat that is in person or in the mail. The price is the same, but you can join online if you'd like. The link is below, and all the information of what is included is also there. For $145, you get the entire textured suite collection plus ribbon and embellishments, enough for 8 projects. Online, you will get a tutorial link that walks you through all 8 projects, and also a mystery gift. So you definitely want to sign up for that, and the cutoff date for that is May 31st. Also, my June online class is Awash with Beauty, and you can find the link again below. My monthly online classes, the usual price is $45. That includes a tutorial, a packet with 6 cards, 3 designs, 2 of each, ribbon, and either embellishment or designer series paper. Okay, so you definitely want to check those out. We also have the Sweet Alicious Fun Fold Club that Donna Gray and I do monthly. With that, you also get products sent to you, and you get a fun Facebook group where we will each do, every month, we do a different fun fold. I do one, Donna does one, and we give you 3 variations of that. So we've been doing that for several months. It's a great way to learn how to do fun folds, and it has been a huge success. So if you'd like to join that, just follow the link below. Don't forget to check out the Stampersdelightshop.com. That's where you can get all the cute little logo merchandise, such as this mug that says crafty, classy, and a little bit sassy. We also have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and a great wallet, which I absolutely love because you can wear it around your neck. You can wear it as a wristlet. It fits your cell phone. Oh my God, I love mine. So definitely check it out at Stampersdelightshop.com. And also, we do ship to most countries, so you do want to check that out. Okay, so for today, what I wanted to do was I wanted to use the Abigail Rose suite. Mainly what I wanted to use was this paper, and I'll tell you why. Because when I looked at this paper, it reminded me of something antique or vintage. Okay, now there's the flowers that go to the suite, and if you didn't catch my Friday live, you can go back and watch that because I did showcase cards on that. But this paper right here reminds me of like maybe an old-fashioned register to sign into a hotel or something like that. And as soon as I saw it, I remembered these pictures that I had. Remember these kind of pictures that you go to the shore, the seashore or whatever, and you go to one of those little places and have your picture taken. And this was, of course, me and my husband before we had my son, and they make it look very vintage. So I knew that would go really well with this. Of course, I have to be careful with this picture because it all looks good until you get to my husband's sneakers. I don't think they had sneakers back then. And then I remembered that I also had another one, and this one was, let's see, let's grab this one first because I have a couple of them. This one was my son and I, the first time we took him on vacation with my parents. My husband didn't go. This was in Virginia Beach. And again, you can see that old saloon background, and this one had gotten a little messed up, and that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to get these into some kind of scrapbook page. So again, another vintage looking one. And then we have one more, and let me just see where that one was. I had these, let me just find this one. Oh, there it is. And then the last one I had was the newest one probably. This was 1992. You could see my son was a little older. This was in Myrtle Beach. And there he is like a little gunslinger. You can see that some of this, you know, the specs on there, some were supposed to be there. Some got messed up during the you know, over the years. But it actually adds to the picture, so I'm going to leave that. So anyway, first one I'm going to do is I grab this one. Let's see, we will take a look at, I'm going to lay these out. So this one, I'm thinking I'm going to do like that. I don't really need a background on that one, a matting, but I do have some mattings in here because I'm just going to play around with these. Okay, so that one's a pretty easy one. Let's start with this one, the first one. Let's go in order. Okay, so here's the first one I have. And that was I wrote it down here. Okay, that was 1989 in Virginia Beach. My son was a year old. Now, this card that I'm using is from the Textured Chic Memories and More cards. And I just thought that it kind of goes with that. So, nothing too hard about it. I'm going to grab some of this great ribbon that goes with this. And I am just going to layer some, just have a little ribbon on there. I might actually do it right here. And let's grab a piece of cardstock and see what color I want to use first. So I'm going through this, and what I do is I just kind of line these up, see which one I want to use, which color I like. And this one I really think I like the darker brown. So I'm going to use that. I'm also going to grab some 12 by 12 cardstock. So here's some 12 by 12 cardstock, and I do need a couple more pieces for my other pages. So let me grab those. Here we go. One of these is a little bit lighter, but I think it'll work. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am actually going to trim this because they're both 12 by 12. So I want to trim that a little bit. And I'm just going to go right here and do maybe 1/2 inch. Yeah, I want that memorandum there. So I'm going to go in here at 1/2 inch. Take that out. And then do 1/2 inch here, or 1/4 inch right here. Okay, just so that my paper shows through. There we go, just like that. Okay, before I lay that down, I am going to grab that ribbon again. And on this side, I'm going to add some of this ribbon. Now, this ribbon is a little thick. Oh, I don't want to mess that up either, so I'm going to move that over there. I want those words sticking out. Let me add this here. And I may have to change it up a little bit, but we'll see. This ribbon is it's really nice and soft. To tie a bow, it's going to be a little thick, but it works really well. I'm not going to tie a bow on this, though. So what I'm doing on this is I'm just adding some embellishments. And down here, again, I'm just going to add a little glue. I'm going to move the camera so you can see more of this. And also, there is my host code if you'd like to place an order with me. Use that host code for May. Stampersdelight.com. And don't forget Stampersdelightshop.com. All right, so this one, I'm going to lay right here. Straighten that up a little bit. Okay, so now this one I'm going to lay right on here, and I'm going to mat that on the chocolate chip. My gosh, I'm really going back a ways. This is early Expresso. I do have some chocolate chip, which I might end up using. I'm just adding some of our adhesive on the back of this photo. And then I'm just going to layer this right here. And then I'm just going to trim it around. I could measure the picture and then trim it. I find it just as easy putting the picture down first and then cutting it off, trimming it off. I'm one of those people that it does not have to be perfect. I know, I'm sorry. My main concern is getting this into an album before it gets ruined anymore. I'm going to lay that right there. Now you see that by putting that little bit of matting there, it makes it pop out more. So I am going to add some adhesive here. I absolutely love this suite. This is the sweet Abigail Rose that Donna and I are actually doing for our Sweetalicious in June. So I have that there now. Now somewhere over here I did have that little card with the writing on it. There we go. And I can just tuck that in somewhere. Let's see. Or maybe just right here. I think right there will work. And I don't need to know that I'm in the picture. I already know who I am. I want to remember that my son was a year old, so I did put that and where the picture was taken. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of those new Rustic metallic embellishments, okay? So what I'm going to do, and again, for me, less is more. I just want to add some embellishments. I'll take another little one and maybe put one right there. And then I'm going to just add some here. This is why I call it Scrapbook 101. Not a lot of detail, but the main focus is the picture. Put a little one right there. Grab another one right there. And just that little bit of embellishments really made that page. So now I can get this in an album and I don't have to worry about ruining it. So the next one, let's go with the one of me and my husband. So again, I'm going to grab this. Now this one's already in a frame. I think it says the year on the back. So it doesn't. Okay, so this was, let's see, my son was born in 88. So this had to be roughly, I'd say, 1983. See, I don't really remember the date. I just remember approximately. Now I can do that. I got another piece of brown early Expresso. I'm going to grab that. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to put this, trim this piece up. Even though these are not the same year, they are the same type of scrapbook page. So I will put those together in my album. Some people ask me what albums I use. First of all, I like ring binders, not the other type. I do like ring binders because for me it's easier when I want to add some. I am lucky that I bought a whole bunch of those when Stampin' Up! Was selling out of their ring binders. I'm almost out of them. I really wish they would come back because I really do love the 12 by 12 ring binders. But until they do, I have enough to use. And this one I'm going to grab another piece of cardstock, I think. And I just like the layer. It just makes the picture pop out more. All right, so this one again, I'm going to keep this frame, by the way. I'm going to keep it in there. What I am going to do is move it because I don't want his sneakers showing. So let me just put a little glue here so that'll hold it in place. Definitely going to keep this frame. There we go. Just want to make sure those sneakers don't peek through. And then I am going to go ahead and glue this down. This was, we were married in 81, so and my son was born in 88. This is approximately 1983. I don't even know how I got him to do this picture because he's not one to dress up like that. Just going to slide that. Just a little bit of brown there. A little bit of the Expresso to make it pop. So this one I'm going to do a little bit different. Again, I don't want to mess. I want that memorandum there. This one, what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to take that ribbon. I'm going to put it on the other side this time. And dress it up just a little bit different. So I'm going ahead, I'm putting some glue there. And what I'm going to do is, I don't want a bow, okay? I want something a little, that looks a little more vintage maybe. And just grab some of that ribbon, cut that off. And then what I can do is wrap that. Got a little bit more than I need. So you know what? I'm going to do this. It's just adds to your page. I'm going to actually put another knot here and another knot here. And you can do it as tight or as loose as you want. I'm just going to pull those. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is grab that glue back there. Need it just a little bit further. There we go. And I am going to glue that down there. So when I put it in my album, yeah, this will flatten out, okay? Right now it's a little bulky, but it'll flatten out. So now I am going to add some glue here. Again, I'm using the Stamp and Seal. You can use the Stamp and Seal Plus. You can use your liquid glue. I love my Stamp and Seal. All right, so we are going to add that right there. And for those of you that are watching this on the Craftalicious party, thank you for joining that. I'm sure we'll be doing that again at the next catalog launch. Donna Gray and I had a great time doing that. Thank you all for joining it. All right, so now I'm going to put this one down. Put that right in there. Whoop. Make sure it glues down. Now for this one, I did something a little different. And I'm going to show you that. I took our designer tags, which I absolutely love. If you've seen my videos, you know I'll be using these tags a lot. Not only for my cards, but also for my scrapbook pages. And I took the largest one, and I cut a tag there. So now I can do journaling on there, and it matches my background. So I'm going to grab my journaling pen, and this was a Stampin' Up! One that we sold a few years ago. And I'm just going to put, let's see. Well, even though I know it's me and Reggie, I'm going to put Rose and Reggie. $19.83, and we did this down at Atlantic City. So I just got a little bit of what we did there, 1983, Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I can use dimensionals, or I can just use my Stamp and Seal Plus, again with the Rustic metallic embellishments. We grab those. These are in the new catalog. And again, I like to add a couple to my tag. If I wanted to, I could put a bow here or add a little paper, a little thing. Oh, maybe I'll do that. I kind of like that now that I just did it. Let me cut that off. Let me glue this down. Okay, let's glue that down. And I'm just going to take this and shred it a little bit. And then I'm going to cut off those little pieces. Get those off there. There we go. So what I'll do is I will just put a little of my adhesive there, a little bit more on there, and have that little tag like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then again, I'm going to grab some more of those gems. I'm going to grab the larger ones. And I'm just going to put a few of those down the side here, Now I'll do a couple small ones, just to add some embellishments. And I think on this one, I'm going to actually add some up this side too. Scrapbook pages can be very detailed or they can be very simple. And I'm just going to grab a couple little ones. And there I have it. There I have another page for my album. I'm so excited that I had these pictures. I did lose them for a while, and that they match so well with that cardstock. I mean, that designer series paper. Now, I have to grab one more sheet of brown, and this time I don't know that I have any of the chocolate chip left. So let me grab what I have. I have soft suede. So we're going to switch to soft suede, and you're going to see another scrapbook page with soft suede. So for this one, okay, so the first thing obviously we're going to do is we're going to cut this down. This does not look like soft suede to me. Let me see what else I have here. This might be the soft suede. There we go. I have some old papers. All right. So again, we're going to do the same thing. We are going to trim that down. I'm making up for not being on for a couple of weeks, right? This is a longer video in 3 pages, but they all seem to, you know, they're all the same type of page. So wanted to do them all at one time. And then I'm just trimming like 1/4 of an inch. Make sure I get that straight. Now this one was a little challenging, or it is going to be a little challenging, and I'll tell you why. This picture was in this size frame, so I thought it was a larger picture than it was. But when I took it apart, remember they put it in a photo thing for you. The picture was cockeyed, or a little crooked. So I had to trim that. And this is the one I had. Now, the front of that, which I really loved. So let's take a look at this. This was the back. This was the front of it. Okay. And I cut it. I wanted the Dry Gulch Saloon. I wanted this information on here, but it was too big for my paper. So I cut it in half and I trimmed some off. And I'm just going to see if I can use that. I don't know that it's going to work, but I'm going to try something. So I wanted this in the bottom. I wanted this to say what it says, okay? And then I thought, well, you know what? I can fit that picture right in there between the two of them. I might even be able to mat that. Now, because of this line, I'm thinking I can take that ribbon and that will hide that line. So that's what I'm going to do first. So I can't glue this down yet. I have to glue these two down. I have to make sure that they're going to fit on that paper. I still want that writing a little bit, so I'm going to move it over just a hair. All right, so that looks about right. I'm going to add a little glue. But I didn't want to waste that. I just thought that looked so cute. So we're going to put that right about here. And then we're going to do the same. I'm going to bring this down a little bit and over. Okay. And I'm going to add some glue here. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this. Again, I may not be on every Sunday. I try to be. But when you subscribe, you'll know when I upload a new video or I go live. Okay, so now I have that great background that I want. I want to hide that line where I cut it. So I'm going to flip this over, again with that great ribbon. And by the way, you can stamp on this ribbon. So check out my video from Friday live. Okay, so that's going to go right about there. So I'm going to put a little glue here and a little glue here. Just put those. I can move those if they're not right. Yep, hiding that line. That's what I wanted to do. hiding where I cut that. Go ahead. There'll be still shots on my blog, Stampersdelight.com. Also, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter and free tutorials. The links are all below. I'm going to go ahead and put that right on here. Now I'm going to bring in my picture, and I'm not going to have enough room to get that, what it says down there. It's going to cut that off, but that's okay. I want these and I want this. So I am going to take another piece of soft suede and see, yeah, right about there. Okay, perfect. I am going to go ahead and glue this down. This doesn't have to have a lot of matting at all. Just a little bit to make it stick out. And then I can just put it right up there. And ever so gently, I'm not too worried about that word. I want to keep that Dry Gulch Saloon there. So that's going to go right here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Try to get this as much of the sayings in there that I can. So I was able to save that portion. And I could have just put this up there, but I thought it looked kind of strange without the bottom. So that's why I kept the bottom piece. Something a little different here. I'll take that ribbon. I'm just going to cut it at an angle here. I'm going to go right in there and just tie a knot. Again, just for some embellishments. Whoop, don't want to tie it too tight and pull up my paper. And then I can also fray this, make it look a little vintagey. You don't have to fray it. There we got that little ribbon going on right there. And then let's see. We need a little sentiment card to put what year it is. And again, I used the designer series tags, and I have that one right there. I think I'm going to put this one right here, and I'm just going to put the year. And where this was actually 1992. Myrtle Beach. South Carolina. And let's see, what else do I want to put on here? Let's see. So Ryan would have been, I can't even do math today. Okay, I think maybe I want the age on there. So this was 1992, so he's going to be age 4. Okay, so we're going to put that there. And then just decide where I want it. Actually, I think I'm going to put it up here. So it's like hanging up there, and then you'll be able to see all this. So I'm going to go ahead with that. I'm going to add that little tag right there. And then, of course, bring in those gems again and add some of those. They just go so well with it. I actually have some old ones here that we no longer sell, but I like these. So I'm going to go ahead and add a few of those. I'm going to add one right here at the top. Fits right nicely in there. And then I'm just going to add some more around here. The main thing is, what I can tell you, and this is my personal opinion, don't overthink it. lay it out a little bit first to see where you want to put things, and then just go for it. I'm going to put a couple more there. I'm going to put 2 over here. And that might be it. Just to highlight those. And I think that's all I need. So there's my 3rd page. So now I've got 3 pages, which I have been wanting to do these pictures for so long. I hope you enjoyed this Sunday's Scrapbook Sunday 101. Again, don't forget to subscribe so you know when I upload videos. I do try to be on every Sunday, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Oop, I found a straggler here. Let's put him on there. So again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and keep on scrapbooking, scrapbookers. Bye.